就在几天前，由好莱坞著名影星基努里维斯导演的功夫片《太极侠》上映了。西方人导演中国功夫，这对我们来说是一件新鲜事。而基努里维斯作为一位银幕偶像，转行做起了导演，则更是让影迷们充满了期待。那么，基努到底如何与中国功夫结缘，又是如何完成自己导演处女作的呢？今天我们就一起来看一下。Since being a director is your new experience, which part do you find most difficult or challenging?
All of those are creative challenges, which I don't really think of as challenges. Those are like opportunities. You know, like how can we solve this, or what is an opportunity to make it better, or in the editing or physical production, or all of those things to me are joyful. That's like, okay, great, we're being creative challenges.
Okay. No headache at all?
No. For me, the only thing would be, I would say, is to deal with the responsibility. So it wasn't like an event or physical or anything. It was more like emotional. Okay, I'm responsible for this. And to me, that was a gift as well. You know, so very Tai Chi.
基努里维斯从7年前开始有了太极侠的构想，经历了漫长的酝酿之后，他终于决定自己做导演，把这个故事搬上银幕。作为一部中美合拍片，太极侠的拍摄地点选在了香港和北京。基努里维斯在片中饰演一位大反派，而把男主角的位置留给了自己的好朋友陈虎。陈虎在片中扮演一位从小习武的太极之子，他要和基努里维斯代表的黑暗面相抗衡，同时也面对着传统武术和现代社会之间的矛盾。
I wanted to use Tai Chi to kind of to tell that story, this dualism.
Okay.
You know, the traditional and the modern.
The logo of Tai Chi also has two sides.
Yeah.
It's just like one is the traditional and one is the modern part, right?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, and we wanted to use the physical side of it, the pushing hand side of it, but also the interior part, the thoughtfulness. So in Tai Chi Sha, we talk about balance. We talk about there's ideas of light and dark. You know, I play the villain in the film.
Right?
Yeah, I play the dark side. A wonderful actor named Yu Hai plays his master. And so play with that idea. Also, some of this is Tai Chi in the sense that even when he gets involved in underground fighting, and he's also involved in a tournament, and he's also a delivery guy. You know, so he's this kind of everyman and every guy, but in his martial art, he's very high hand. So again, we have a duality there. How are you normal guy, but then also have this exceptionalism to you? And so he starts to go on this journey. In order to save his temple, he needs to make money. And he gets involved in underground fights, which is what I do. But it's not just underground fighting, it's something more. And so we watch Tiger, in a way, go down this dark journey. And it's like, what's going to happen to him?
对于大多数中国观众来说，第一次认识基努里维斯是通过1994年的动作片《生死时速》。作为最早引进中国的好莱坞大片，这部惊险刺激的电影令观众大呼过瘾。基努里维斯在片中勇敢生猛、身手敏捷的形象也让人难以忘记。1999年，《黑客帝国》上映，基努里维斯和尼奥这两个名字从此难解难分。黑色风衣、墨镜，永远保持冷酷的脸，成为了基努身上的标签。这部电影也让他达到了演艺事业的顶峰。如今，基努里维斯转换了自己的角色，从演员变为导演，对他来说会有哪些不同的感受呢？
I talked to some actors who then turn into directors. Almost all of them told me that sometimes they feel helpless, but they wouldn't show this. They don't want to show this. And then they feel kind of more helpless. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you ever have this kind of feeling?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there are moments where, I mean, I would imagine the hopelessness comes from like, well, you don't know what to do, or you do know what to do, but you don't have the answer yet, or you're seeking, or, you know.
And since you are the leader, you have to be strong in front of people.
Yeah, sometimes. But, you know, it's such a collaborative art form. You know, you're not the editor, you have an editor. You're not doing the costumes, you have a costumer. You have a cinematographer, you know. So you have to collaborate, you know, but there are moments where everyone is looking at you. Like, okay, we've done everything. Ooh, now what? 导演, what now? You know, and you're like, and then do you go like, I don't know? Or you go, okay, we do this. And it doesn't matter what's the inside, you just have to, we do this.
曲折离奇的故事情节不只出现在电影当中，有的时候真实的经历比剧情还要复杂。1964年，基努里维斯出生在黎巴嫩的首都贝鲁特。2岁的时候，全家迁往澳洲。也就在那个时候，他的父母分道扬镳，年幼的基努跟随母亲搬到了纽约。在这之后，他的母亲又经历了好几次短暂的婚姻。基努的童年也因此在辗转不断的搬家中度过。
I heard when people are young, if they shift a lot from neighborhood to neighborhood, from school to school, that might cause lack of sense of security or lack of confidence. I don't know whether this is true.
Yeah, I just and even if, well, then if I felt lack of confidence or insecurity, then I Tai Chi'd it, and that made me stronger. So maybe from this sense of insecurity, I overcompensated with bravery. You know, so for me, challenges are new things or going into places or things that I don't know about. I just go.
So no problem, no bothering at all when you were young?
I don't know, youth is always so tough, you know. I think youth, growing up is tough, you know. It's such a time of change. There's so much unknown. But then also through that, it's a very exciting time. You know, it's an opportunity, it's a lot of questions, it's a lot of living. You know, I always talk about youth as being, it's seeking experience. Youth seeks experience. And so when we talk about, you know, I don't want to grow old, I want to keep my youth, it's like seeking experience, you know. So I was like that.
由于家庭原因，基努里维斯曾经不断的转学，并且逐渐失去了学习的兴趣。他决定结束学校生活，做一个演员。22岁那年，基努驾驶着自己的2手车，只身来到好莱坞，正式开始了自己的演艺事业。作为一个演员，基努里维斯取得了巨大的成功，但他的生活就没那么顺利了。1992年，他的生父涉嫌贩毒被捕入狱，和他感情最好的妹妹患上了白血病。在不羁的天空中，与基努合作的挚友菲尼克斯因吸毒过量而死。1998年，基努的女友已经怀孕，但8个月后，孩子却因早产没能存活。后来，孩子的母亲又因为车祸意外离世。这些痛苦的经历，基努里维斯要如何面对呢？
Now looking back to your own career path, do you think any special period of time for you is so-called hard time, difficult time, and how did you overcome?
I mean, I've been really fortunate in the sense for myself that I've always wanted to, you know, I wanted to be an actor from when I was very young. And, well, not very young, actually, 15. And that's always been my kind of, you know, and that has kind of changed now into directing and, you know, kind of developing storytelling, being parts of stories. You know, sometimes, you know, when you work really hard, sometimes, you know, there have been times where you have exhaustion, you know, and you don't know what's going to happen next, and you're really tired, and you miss your friends, and, you know, you don't know what's going to happen, what's the next job, and, you know, in those times, you know, you just try to, you know, breathe, slow down, you know, talk to people, see your friends, get grounded again. I've heard the expression, and excuse my pronunciation, but Shinmo, is that it? Shinmo? No matter what's happening, we're fast. We can go do this. You want to do that? Okay, let's go do that.
How did you choose this topic of Tai Chi as your first attempt to be a director.
Yes, it started with the lead actor Chen Hu. You know, he and I had worked together on the Matrix films.
Yes.
He was part of the action director Yuan Wu Ping.
Yeah.
His action team. He worked on the Matrix. So Tiger and I worked side by side in training and during filming of all three of those films, the Matrix trilogy. We became friends. And then Chen Hu.
He also taught you a lot about Kung Fu.
Movie Kung Fu, but with classical training. I mean, we still stretched for 2 hours in the kicking and punching techniques.
How to look professional on the screen.
Yeah, and also the wire work, you know, dealing with the wire, the subtleties of how to get the feeling for wire work. Chen Hu really helped me a lot with that. While we would stretch, you know, you'd have conversations, you'd talk. And I would ask Tiger about his past, and this is where he shared with me, you know, some of his traditional martial art training and Tai Chi training. It seemed to me natural to come from and exciting to use some of his background in the sense of traditional training, but being a modern guy.
基努里维斯说，他对功夫片的喜爱是从小时候开始的，而自己对于中国的了解呢，也有很多来自小时候看过的功夫电影。作为一个功夫迷，基努里维斯实现了他拍摄一部功夫片的愿望。但是，功夫毕竟是纯粹的中国文化，作为一个西方人，他所创造的武侠与太极，到底与我们所熟悉的概念有怎样的不同呢？
Just now you mentioned you not only pay attention to the Kung Fu part, but also want to convey something spiritually, right? That's the part I'm very interested in. Because to us Chinese, when you say